The lonely tree. Once, amidst the endless expanse of a desolate desert, there stood a lone tree. It grew stubbornly in the blistering sands, its roots digging deep into the earth in search of life. The harsh sun scorched its bark every day, and the relentless winds buried its base in prickly grains of sand. Yet the tree refused to give up. It stood tall, defiant against the odds, clinging to life in a place where nothing else dared to grow. One day, a hawk soared high above the desert, its sharp eyes scanning the barren land below. As it glided over the lifeless expanse, something caught its attention. A lone tree in the midst of the emptiness. Intrigued, the hawk descended and perched on one of its branches. For a moment, the hawk rested, gazing out at the vast desert. Then it turned to the tree and spoke. "You are a strange one. Why do you keep living here, in the middle of nothing, surrounded by nothing? What's the point? Who needs you?" The tree swayed gently in the hot breeze, its leaves rustling faintly. After a pause, it replied in a calm, steady voice. "You need me." Me. The hawk blinked, taken aback. "I don't need you. I can fly wherever I want. I don't depend on a tree like you." The tree, unbothered by the hawk's dismissive tone, responded, "Perhaps you don't see it, but if I weren't here, you'd be sitting on the burning sand right now, wouldn't you? Without me, you'd have no place to rest. And if someone saw you perched on the hot sand all alone, they might think the same of you, that you are pointless, that you live for nothing. But here you are sitting on my branch, and it is I who give you purpose in this desert. And so it seems you need me just as much as I need you." The hawk was silent, its sharp eyes narrowing as it thought about what the tree had said. For a moment, it considered the emptiness of the desert. If the tree weren't here, where would it land? Where would it find a moment's respite from the relentless heat? The hawk had always thought of itself as self-sufficient, soaring high above the world, untethered and independent. But now, it realized that even something as simple as a lone tree in the desert gave it a sense of purpose, a reminder that it wasn't entirely alone. "You might be right," the hawk admitted quietly. "If there were no tree, I would have no place to rest. No one to remind me of my place in this desert. Perhaps I do need you, after all." The tree stood silently, its shadow stretching over the sand as the sun began to set. The hawk remained on its branch for a while longer, gazing out at the horizon, feeling less alone in the vast emptiness. Even in the most barren of places, everything has a purpose. We may not always see it, but the connections we share with others, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, give meaning to our existence. In a world that often feels vast and lonely, remember that your presence matters, even if you're the lone tree in someone else's desert. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. We all need to be needed.